So last week we drove all the way down to the Ocean Beach, only for me to discover that I couldn't use my jumper because the screen just wouldn't light up. So this time I'm running with the backup jumper, hoping for something a little more fun, sitting here on the edge of a cliff fairly close to home. After last week I was feeling a little cautious, so instead of diving straight down the face of the cliff over the waves, I went along the edge of the cliff, and sure enough I hadn't been up long when I realised I was getting a beeping which indicated a range warning even though I was very close. So I stuck close to the edge of the cliff, and then once I realised that that's probably what it was, I started to head inland. I only just started to move inland when the whole thing went down. So fortunately my mate observing could tell me I was probably down on the edge of a cliff rather than at the foot of the cliff, so I started walking. So I had a pretty good idea of where it was, so I kept walking and eventually I could hear my beeper. No real damage done, the only thing was a few scratches on the lens in front of the GoPro, but the drone was fine, so I was very lucky. So this is the first T8SG that I bought. You can tell that because I actually managed to break off the USB port and installed another one on the side that worked really well. And that's the one that suddenly died, where the screen turns on but no writing on it, and I've fiddled around but nothing came of it. So I had a backup one that I was flying, and this one suddenly started giving range warnings. At very short notice it dropped out of the sky. Then I realised that it wasn't putting any power out to the antenna. It barely had enough power to bind with it, so that's dead too. I've got no real idea how to fix them. I've got a T8SG version 3 Carbon Edition on order, so that should be here in a little while. So today I unpacked one of these and flew with it. I got out to about 300 metres. The only mod I've made is the antenna, because having a quick read and the simplest antenna that people seem to do that makes a difference. Simplest modification that people do that seems to make a difference is to get that antenna, which lies sideways at the top of the box, drill a hole in the tip and bring it out that way. And given that I mount my antenna vertically on the Bugs 3, that seems to work just fine. So it's surprising, the gimbals seem okay after a long absence of using these ones. So I'll be able to keep flying while I wait for the next bit of kit to turn up. So I'm pleased with that. Miss my flying when I can't do it.